Hi, welcome back to This Week in Football, and today I'm going to be analyzing the U.S. men's national team's tactics and Pulisic's role in the Gold Cup. On Sunday, the U.S. will of course take on Mexico in the Gold Cup final, but how will they line up? So I'm expecting to see the same midfield that we've seen throughout the tournament, with Weston McKennie, Michael Bradley, and Christian Pulisic. Of course, Michael Bradley will have his holding midfield position, and that's going to allow for Pulisic's positional freedom and McKennie's powerful runs. However, the front three is not so easily predicted. Zardes started the tournament as favored, but lately Jozy Altidore has been picked over him, for example the last game against Jamaica. And the same goes for Tyler Boyd, who had a great start to the tournament but struggled against Curacao and was replaced by Jordan Morris against Jamaica. Regardless, I predict the front three lining up with Areola on the left flank, Altidore down the center, and Tyler Boyd on the right. The back four is also a difficult prediction, which has changed a lot throughout the tournament. I'm sure that Tim Ream will start at left back with Aaron Long as one of the center backs. However, the next two in the back line are harder to predict because Matt Miazga and Zimmerman have essentially split game time at center back, but I would expect Matt Miazga to get the nod because he had a pretty good performance against Jamaica. And then also there's a similar issue with Reggie Cannon and Nick Lima, who have competed for the right back spot this tournament. But I think definitely because of Cannon's great performance against Jamaica and his better attacking qualities, he should have solidified his starting position for this final. Now on to the tactics that the U.S. men's national team will take into the final. Throughout the tournament, Pulisic has been one of the star performers, and part of this comes from the position that he's playing in the team. Although in theory the team lines up with a 4-3-3, he has much more positional freedom to run all around the attacking third. He typically stays on the left side. This being said, he can often be found as the highest American player during the high press. Now this takes me to the tactics and the formations. The U.S. looks to press quickly and high off of a deep possession loss or goal kicks. In this front pressure, the U.S. changes to a 4-2-4 with Pulisic and Altidore or Zardes as the left and right strikers, and Areola and Boyd, who are pushed wider to mark the opposition fullbacks. This forward-heavy formation results in every player in the opposition's back four to be marked. This, however, heavily relies on the intelligent positional awareness of Michael Bradley and the immense work rate of Weston McKennie behind the front four. If the opposition team breaks past this initial high press and is able to bring their back four higher up the pitch, then the U.S. converts back to their 4-3-3. In this 4-3-3, the wingers are very important in the defensive pressure. However, the weak side winger is vital for a release after the U.S. wins possession. Pulisic is sometimes pulled too far out of the position when he's playing that more midfield role and he has his defensive responsibilities, and that could be a potential weakness that we'll see exploited by Mexico. On top of that, Tim Ream's lack of pace on the left side, I definitely could see Mexico putting the most offensive pressure on the U.S.'s left side. Now, when the U.S. wins possession deep in their defensive third with the 4-3-3 and don't have the wide release options of Areola, Boyd, and the long ball to Altidore's head isn't on, then they convert to the 3-4-3, where Pulisic is very free to move between an attacking winger to a striker to an attacking midfielder. So at points, it can look more like a 3-3-4. When the U.S. moves from the 4-3-3 to the 3-4-3, the two U.S. fullbacks are pushed higher up the field and become more like outside midfielders. Then the two center backs push out wider, opening a gap for Michael Bradley to drop back and become the ball-playing center back that is essential to maintaining the possession during a high pressure. Pulisic and Weston McKennie become the two center midfielders, and McKennie obviously is more defensive, but his late runs are very important for the team, which resulted in the first goal against Jamaica. Because of that higher fullbacks, the U.S. wingers are pushed even higher up the pitch and become more centralized and focused at making the runs off the back of the opposition fullbacks to the touchline. After possession loss, Pulisic's positional freedom and defensive work rates of the top three allow for a quick transition back to the 4-2-4 pressure formation. Gregg Berhalter has developed an effective tactical routine for the U.S. men's national team in the Gold Cup, and Pulisic and Weston McKennie will be some of the U.S.'s most important players in the final game against Mexico. The players have executed these tactics brilliantly so far. However, Mexico will be the best team that they've come up against this whole tournament, and it will be interesting to see how the Americans react to the pace and skill of the Mexican attack. But as always, this has been This Week in Football. Subscribe for more content like this, and thank you.